Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back, dear listeners and viewers. Our next guest on this segment is Naeema Chicktay, directly from Al-Aqsa Masjid. Unfortunately, the visual connection isn't very good today. We were hoping to bring you some beautiful views of the city of Jerusalem, Al-Quds, from the rooftop of the Hashimi Hotel where Naeema is staying. Unfortunately, we're not able to bring you those visuals, but Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to you, Naeema. Thank you for joining us today. And please tell us what you've been doing in Palestine over the last few days.
Walaikum salam, Aisha, and all your listeners. If you give me a second, I can try to get to the roof quickly and give you that view you want. Um,
Inshallah.
Alhamdulillah, we have had the most amazing time. I can't explain to the listeners. This has been my first visit. It's definitely not my last. It's my first.
Inshallah. Naeema, you breaking up? Your audio is breaking up. You were saying, Naeema, this is definitely not your first visit, and not your last visit, though it is your first. As you know, I was there in Ramadan last year, and for me as well, it was just a phenomenal experience. So, really, I'd really like to hear more about your experience there and what inspired you to actually go to Al Aqsa.
The beautiful masjid, the Dome of the Rock.
Oh, there we have the beautiful visuals from the rooftop of the Hashimi Hotel, showing you the Dome of the Rock Masjid there in the background. Naima, why did you decide to spend a part of Ramadan there?
It's always been my dream to come to Masjid al-Aqsa.
Naima, we're not hearing you very well. Can you try and find a stable Wi-Fi connection? Naima, go ahead. I think perhaps switch the camera off so that we can hear you more audibly. Naima was telling me, dear viewers, that last night they had the most incredible iftar meal with a Palestinian family with such a spread of food that she and I were both feeling almost guilty about the fact that we are so privileged to have such bountiful iftar meals. But I think what really made an impression on the group that went to iftar with this Palestinian family was the warmth of the Palestinians themselves. Apart from the actual food and the big spread that they provided, the welcome that the South Africans got from the Palestinians has just been phenomenal. I'm sorry that we seem to have lost Naima, and I hope that she will try to reconnect very soon. But in the meantime, I'm going to say something to you that Mulana said to me when we were in Al Aqsa last year, and I want you all to really consider it very, very carefully. Mulana said one day during the talk that he did before Maghrib every day, he said that if you take your three middle fingers and put them together, and you put those fingers down anywhere within the entire Al Aqsa complex, the courtyards, the 300 or so buildings that make up the Al Aqsa compound, or any of the masajid, anywhere in that space, if you put three fingers down together, there is not that much space where either an angel, a malaika, or an Ambiya, a prophet, has not prostrated before our Rabb Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I honestly, listeners, viewers, that is something that gave me such goosebumps that when I used to go for salah to the masjid, I used to try to make every 4 rakah of my tarawih in a different space. And I used to beg of Allah that, Ya Allah, tell me, reveal to me whose footsteps am I standing in? Which angel's footsteps am I making salah in? Which prophet's footsteps am I making salah in? Viewers, listeners, Al Aqsa is such an experience. I really, really urge you that if you have not been yet, and if you have the means to do so, I urge you not to support those countries that are conniving against the Palestinian people with the vile occupying state that is currently in power there. I beg you not to support those states when you go on vacation, but please to rather go to Al Aqsa. I believe we have Naeema back online now. Naeema, are you there?
Yes, yes,
Oh,
I am.
wonderful. Okay, so please tell us a little bit about your experiences at Al Aqsa, your iftar yesterday, the Palestinian people, and just how Ramadan is so different there.
Ramadan is, I can't express that enough to the listeners. As South Africans, when we have Ramadan, it's usually just us at our home. Here, it's everyone together, everyone eating together, everyone sharing what they have. Palestinians have the biggest heart of anyone I've ever met. We had the most amazing experience yesterday. We shared an iftar with the Palestinians. Actually, they invited us into their home. They live in near the Ayubi Masjid, here in the old city. The home was really small, but such a big heart that everyone ate a cup of food. Oh, we ate a rice fish. We had soup, a soup. I can't even explain the soup we have here. Aisha, the heart are big, the place is nice, the people, the children, happy, playing outside the masjid, outside the dome of the rock. So I can't explain it, Aisha. Sorry, I'm overwhelmed. I'm fully will be leaving England. So all
I
these emotions
totally
running through me.
understand. I share the emotion.
The
Go ahead.
Palestinian people are amazing. The love they have for children playing in the masjid, friendly, helpful to the, or it's,
Naima, we're experiencing some
I
interference.
can't,
Can you try to move to a slightly different area just so we can get a better sound?
I don't know if it's better now.
Yes, a little bit. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was just saying that we met quite a few people. I've met somebody in the masjid. We were sitting in the masjid, my mom and I. A lady heard us speaking and said, "Oh, you're not Palestinian?" I said, "No, we're from South Africa." So as soon as they hear the word South Africa, smiled like up their faces. The lady said, "It would be my honor if you share my iftar with me." She went and bought us a gift. They love South Africans over here. They just love us. They keep talking about how we're helping them, or the only country that they're not helping them. Everywhere you walk around the city, when you go shopping, and I definitely encourage shopping. Encourage shopping in Saudi City. Really shopping, and I definitely encourage it. But everywhere you walk, people smile at you. They help you. They even if you can't speak the language, that smile alone just conveys everything. I saw.
Absolutely, it does. And
Yeah,
indeed,
my mom
I will
can't wait.
encourage you to shop, but only in East Jerusalem, only from the Palestinians themselves, please. I almost forbade my group from going into any of the big malls, etc. We are able to go to malls around the world, but in Palestine, you support the local Palestinians because they really need our support. Sorry, go ahead,
So
Naima.
we're staying in the old city. We're staying in Hashemi. And
Yes.
when we went out, we went to Salahuddin Street in East Jerusalem. And Salahuddin Street is a dream to shop in. I tell you, it's lovely. You get everything you ever want there. And the people, I walk in. Every time they ask where you're from and you say South Africa, there's suddenly a gift for you. There's something small that they give you. And, the hearts are so big, yeah, Aisha. I encourage everyone, you need to come to Masjid al-Aqsa, you need to come to Jerusalem, you need to stay here, you need to fill that masjid. The atmosphere in that masjid is like no other atmosphere. Your heart will stay in Aqsa, I can assure you, from
Yes.
day one. You
Yes.
will just walk into that courtyard.
And that view of the dome and the people themselves, the Palestinians and people, their culture, the way they are, they will capture you. We don't want
Yes,
to be
yes,
in
I
Guatemala, and
totally
none of us
agree
want
with
to be.
you. I totally agree with you. And indeed, there is, there is a belief among some Orthodox Jews that the day that there are no musallis in Masjid al-Aqsa is the day when their power and their temple will come into being. And therefore, I really join with you, Naeema, in saying to people, please, please, if you have the means, go to Masjid al-Aqsa, fill Masjid al-Aqsa in the way that local Palestinians are being denied from filling Masjid al-Aqsa, as we heard when we spoke to Farehan in Ramallah earlier today. So also, Naeema, I believe you were in Hebron recently. Tell us a little bit about that experience, the city of Nabi alayhi salam, called Al-Khalili among the Palestinians.
Yes, Hebron, we went through. I want to just kind of squash the notion that everywhere you go, there's issues or you got to show a pass. We have not had to do any of that. Everything has been smooth sailing since the minute we came through the border. Walking around last night, we were out till midnight. Hebron, nothing is an issue. Everything is safe, safer than Joburg, I can assure you. And Hebron was is a different feel to Jerusalem. When you walk into that masjid, the Khalili masjid, when you're walking around Khalil, you can feel that power. You go in there, that calmness, the people over there. You notice a little bit of difference between Jerusalem and Hebron, but they have the same qualities that they have here, the Palestinian people. Looking around at the food was a little bit different. Walking around a bit in Hebron was nice. Like I said, I like shopping, so the shops were nice. And yes, beautiful, really smooth. We went into the masjid. We sat for quite a while. We did our zohar there. We listened to some of the Qari. There was a blind Qari outside that read the most beautiful Quran for us. Such a
MashaAllah.
melodious tune. We interacted with some of the kids, some of the people. It was a beautiful, beautiful experience. I wish we had spent more time in Hebron, but because of our short stay here, we couldn't. But there's definitely the second visit here, and maybe stay overnight or 2 nights in Hebron as well. Definitely recommend
Inshallah.
that trip.
Inshallah, it is indeed a beautiful, beautiful town, and you do feel somehow the impact that Nabi Ibrahim alayhi salam made on that town. Also, for the listeners and viewers, edification, Hebron is also that town where it is now so divided, unfortunately, not only the masjid but the town itself, that some residents of Hebron, are unable to actually exit from their front doors and have to exit from the back and climb up through neighbors' yards, etc., in order to just go and do some basic shopping for groceries, etc. It is the town, of course, of Shuhada Street as well. And Naeema, on your visit to Hebron, I know you visited the Hirbawi factory. We're going to be doing, dear listeners and viewers, we're going to be doing a very special insert tomorrow on the keffiyeh. And the Hirbawi factory is the last remaining keffiyeh factory in Palestine. What was that visit like, Naeema?
Oh, that was a lovely visit. The man who runs the factory was there. Oh, meeting him was so beautiful, such a beautiful soul. We did get quite a bit of cafes, and like you see certain cafes, you think it's black and white only or red. So those are the usual colors. We see a multitude of colors, and and all of them have the same kind of breakdown with the pattern, but the colors and a little bit different. You get a multitude of them. They make them there. We saw the factory itself. It's not very big, but we saw the people, and we actually, when we looked at them and spoke to them, you can see the love they put into making those kafiyas. Aisha,
MashaAllah.
they
Yes.
they're passionate about it,
So
and
inshallah, we'll
yeah, that
have
was a
more on
wonderful,
kafiyeh
wonderful
tomorrow.
experience.
Jazakallah khair for that, Naima.
Yeah.
A last word on you from Jerusalem on what Ramadan is like there. How is the food different? How is suhoor and iftar different? And of course, your taraweeh, etc. Just a last final word from you, please.
Okay, what's food? I'm telling you, you're gonna come here and eat every day. In fact, most people said we need to come out of the Ramadan because there isn't enough time to eat.
What's your
Food.
favorite dish there?
Also, I would put it.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
The falafel is out of this world. Each one is stuffed with a different filling. I've eaten kunafa, obviously kunafa,
My
amazing.
favorite is
Juice,
kunafa, I have to say.
the
My
juice,
after
the
Tarawih snack.
tamarind juice. A tamarind juice that they break it off.
Uh-huh.
And now
Yes.
I don't know how I'll ever leave this juice. Obviously the soup. We had Palestinian families make soup for us.
Mhm.
Oh, the soup! I can't explain the taste of the soup. The flour, the pancakes, Nutella pancakes, the ice coffees, the sharp, eaten everything. I think in this in
You're
my
making me
membership.
want
I
to come back there,
completed.
and I hope you're encouraging other listeners and viewers to actually want to spend Ramadan in Al-Aqsa as well. Naeema, thank you again. Shukran jazilan for participating with us. We're sorry we couldn't see you on air, but thank you very much for making the time. And Ramadan Kareem for the rest of the month, inshallah. Unfortunately, we now have to wrap up because we've got our next guest on standby. Shukran jazilan once again.
Okay, thank
And
you. Thank you, Aisha.
Mubarak for
Assalamu
the rest of
alaikum.
your trip. Wa alaikum salam wa
You all
rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.